Hello, everyone, and welcome to the webinar. My name is Debbie McCusker, and I'm excited to have you here. I want to start off with my promise to you. Stay with me during this time together over the next 40 minutes or so, and you'll walk away with a solid game plan to use these 3 little-known secrets that help busy professionals get more time back in their day. Who here is excited to learn this today? Give me a yes in the chat if you're excited. Now, because I'm so excited you're here and I know you've got a million things pulling you in a million different directions, I want to give you a special incentive to take this time to invest in yourself. If you stay until the end, I'll give you the opportunity to get your hands on a special bonus. I'll give you all the details at the end, so stay tuned. Because I understand how life can pull us in so many different directions, I'm asking that you take this time now to put aside any distractions. You don't want to miss anything of what's ahead. Silence your phone, close the windows on your computer, including notification pop-ups. Resist the temptation to check social media. I know it's hard, right? Don't be folding laundry or anything else. Now is the time to focus on you, yourself, and your growth. This webinar is going to help you better handle your busy schedule, and you're worth it. You're in the right place if this sounds like you. You find yourself constantly overwhelmed by the amount of emails coming into your inbox every single day. And you're in the right place if you struggle with too many meetings and no time to do your actual work, and no time to enjoy your personal life because you're working so much. Or possibly you feel there just aren't enough hours in the day to do everything that's on your plate. If none of these struggles resonate with you, you're probably not in the right place, and I won't feel bad if you drop. But if you do have some or all of these struggles, I'm glad you're here. I'm here to tell you today, it's not your fault. You see, the thing about time management and productivity is that it's very personal, and you need to determine best methods that will help you save time and get more done. Time management seminars and classes may give you a leg up with valuable content, but they don't give you practical strategies. So if you can't quite figure out how to get your busy schedule under control, you're certainly not alone. That's why today I'm going to walk you through 3 little-known secrets that most successful business professionals, they know and they do it well, to be more productive and to save hours upon hours each week in their time. And you can do it too. Now, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine your life. You wake up in the morning, you know exactly what you need to do to grow your career and handle your home life. You've set up a system that is true to who you are and what you're about, and you're no longer trying to replicate what others seem to have done to be successful. Every minute spent toward becoming more productive goes toward your actual career and life goals. So you know those precious hours that go into your schedule truly matter and will pay off. Now let me ask you, as you open your eyes, how will your life be different once this is achieved? Give me some comments. But first, just one moment about me so you can know who you're hearing from today. As you know, my name is Debbie McCusker. I'm a wife, mom, and a geek of all things productivity. Some people call me a dweeb. I've been in training and development for most of my adult life and have helped thousands of busy professionals learn and implement techniques into their schedules to save time and be able to work towards the career and life they've dreamt about. I love all the times I hear people say, "Aha," or "OMG, you just saved me hours of work." I love those moments. So why listen to me? Ever since I was young, I filled my life with so many activities that I had to figure out how to make it all happen. In my young career days, I started getting so busy that I sought out every leader in some sort of time management industry to see what and how they were doing it all. I then got Microsoft Office Specialist certified and learned that there are tools you can use to help you with your productivity. So I started perfecting how to use them in my life, not just at work, but in my entire life. And I know these tools can help you too. Tools like Microsoft Office do a great job with time management, delegation, and task management. They can help you contain the overwhelm. They help you manage chaos so that your stress levels drop drastically. I got to be so effective that I've had many bosses and coworkers ask me how I get so much done in my day, and they started telling others when they need help, go ask Debbie. One boss even told another leader, Debbie does the work of 3 employees. We need to replicate her. That was a great compliment. And remember, the tool isn't as important as the process and the systems. And that's what I'm going to teach you here today. As a master trainer with over 25 years experience, I know how to take complex tasks and break them down so that anyone can implement them. And I'm here to show you how we can do that when it comes to these 3 little known secrets. That's why I'm so excited to teach you today. Who's excited to learn the 3 little known secrets to accelerate your productivity? Give me an emoji in the chat. Tell me yes. If you're ready to kick this off, I need to know you're here. Give me a yes or an emoji in the comments. I'd love to see them. Honestly, I get it. It's a jungle out there. I remember when I first started my own professional career, it seemed like my bosses wanted me to do so much work in so little time that I got overwhelmed on how to handle it all. I saw other leaders who I thought had this secret sauce to success, but they couldn't really articulate what they were doing. It was a jungle of challenges out there in my search for the best ways to manage my time. There were too many experts and too many methods, mixed messaging saying don't do this. Another would say do this, don't do that. Perfection paralysis. It seemed like the experts had all their systems down to a science, but I needed it to be perfect, so I had that perfection paralysis. There's that quick half or full day seminar out there telling you how to make SMART goals and to write things down so that you can reach your goals and have the dream life in no time. There's the high-ticket coaches that will tell you all the time management secrets. If you just take out a second mortgage on your house to pay them, right? I couldn't do that. And there's all those online tools that promise you to solve all of your problems. You wouldn't enter this jungle without a guide, right? It feels like this picture here, right? It feels like this is the way of work life sometimes. The blind leading the blind. I know sometimes you may wonder if you'll ever be able to sit at your desk with little to no distractions and actually complete the projects you have to work on. And the answer is yes, you can, with the right guide and systems in place. Have you ever gotten overwhelmed with all the time management seminars and sales jargon about productivity, making it nearly impossible to follow the paths you learn about? Have you ever known that you needed to do the right things, like create an email filing system or start a system for managing tasks, but you weren't really sure how? Have you ever stepped out of your comfort zone to do something like turn off your Outlook, but had no idea how to answer people who asked you, why haven't you replied yet? Maybe you've paid for a course that taught you part of this time management story, like how to time block, or maybe you've downloaded the latest app like Pomodoro. Or maybe you've been very active on social media asking others what secrets and tips they use to be more productive. And despite all this, you don't seem to save any time and your schedule only feels busier than it ever has been. Does anyone feel like they're lost in this jungle? You've done everything you thought you were supposed to do, but you haven't gotten the results you wanted. In fact, you probably have ended up more confused in many ways. It's like there's something missing that only a genie in a bottle could fix, right? I want to give you a little lift and create a clear path through this jungle by giving you a key piece of the puzzle. The truth is, you can only become more productive and grow if you have a key strategy in place to effectively manage your time and tasks. So who's ready to hear these 3 little known secrets? That's why we're here, right? Okay, let's get into it. Secret number 1, don't check email first thing in the morning. The number 1 mistake busy professionals make that keeps them from completing their projects and reaching their goals is they get sidetracked immediately with emails, many of which are junk or don't need to be answered or are only FYI for you. Someone may say they need to have an answer from you, but I've wholeheartedly always believed that poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine, as quoted by Bob Carter. I always tell my students, you should be able to schedule time to put your whole self into email management. If you're a thriving and busy professional, this is where you need to be. Drop me a me in the chat if you could save some time by not checking email first thing in the morning. I know there's got to be a few of you. To overcome this mistake of checking email first thing, develop an auto reply message that tells people the 2 or 3 times per day that you check email and will get back with them then. People come to expect it, and you'll probably get better at replying because you're focused and not in a hurry to reply with incorrect, invalid, or not enough information. And if you're afraid of what people will say, here's my story. The first time I stopped checking emails first thing in the morning as a habit, I was in a meeting and one of my coworkers asked if I'd seen her email. I said, no, I've been in meetings all morning. And she proceeded to tell me briefly what the email was about, and I answered her in that same meeting. When I did check email later, I just filed that one away because I didn't have to spend time on it. I had already answered her. That was such a relief and an eye-opener for me. Secret number 2, get lost. With all the distractions around us, including coworkers walking up to your desk and immediately starting a conversation, to those open cubicle environments where coworkers are talking loudly on their own meetings, it's so easy to distract our brains and not get work done. Even if you have an office where you can close your door, coworkers will still try to interrupt you. So when I say get lost, I mean leave your desk or office and go find somewhere that no one knows where to find you. Maybe it's a small conference room or another person's office on another floor. I've even gotten lost in my car in the parking lot before. It was so quiet and no one even thought to find me there. When you do this, turn off all notifications and all other distractions, even your cell phone if you can. You'll find that in this lost time, you'll get more done than you do in that same amount of time that you would have done while sitting at your desk or in your office. This one was another huge game changer for me. And secret number 3, avoid meetings. I know, this one seems silly and almost impossible. Now, when I've told this one to students before, they really seem to freak out. With so many meetings these days, in person or now that we're more virtual, they seem to take up our entire day, and we feel an obligation to attend every meeting we can. Here's my tip for this one. Find those meetings that go along with your goals and follow the 80-20 rule. You may have meetings that you're required to go to, and that's totally understandable. But if you have meetings that are wasting your time, especially those larger meetings where only 3 to 5 people are really talking about the key items that they're working on each week, then simply mark those as tentative and don't go to them. Take that time and block off your calendar for productive project work that you need to get done. Again, I found that when I did this for the first time, something came up in a weekly 1-hour meeting that had to do with my organization and specialty. And you know what happened? The project manager for the regular meeting simply reached out to me to schedule a meeting with only the few people who needed to speak with me about that specific topic that came up. So I basically started saving an hour each week with this little known secret. And you can do this too. I know you can. So let's take a look at the path you've taken up to this point. You've tried to ignore email but feel guilty, or you're not sure what will happen if you turn off your email notifications and don't check email first thing in the morning. The solution? Set up an auto reply message that tells people when you check email each day, when you reply to messages, or how long it will take you to return those emails. Or maybe you're overwhelmed with the amount of meetings on your calendar. You've tried to decrease the amount of meetings you schedule, but other people keep scheduling time on your calendar for meetings. And with all these meetings, you don't know how or when to get your actual job done. The solution? Dive deep into explorative exercises that uncover your ideal or mandatory meetings and either decline all the others you really don't need to attend or simply mark them as tentative, and it will stay on your schedule in case the person running the meeting sends out an agenda and you see that there's something that you really do need to attend that meeting this week for. Or maybe you're unsure as to how your boss will take it when you set up these new strategies. The solution is to talk with your boss and get support to develop your daily and weekly action plan and stay accountable. Once he or she sees that you're getting more done in less time, I'm sure they'll be more than happy that you took this initiative to use these new time management methods. So what's next for you? You can continue guessing on how to get organized and get more productive with your career and life, or you can systematically develop methods and habits that help you get more done each day and be proud of the time you gain to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. So I ask you, what's next for you? We've gone over what you've been through up to this point, and whether you've been spinning your wheels or stuck in procrastination, you have two options before you. You can decide to make sure to take massive action to seriously improve your productivity, get more time out of your day, and grow your career. Or you can continue down that same road, hoping something will change. Now, you can take the information I've taught you and apply it yourself, and I hope no matter what you will do that. Or you can take massive action by committing to your success. I'd love to share with you how I can help. May I take just a moment to share with you how I can help shorten your path to success? Please give me a yes in the comments. I have an opportunity for you to take the solutions I gave you today and rapidly apply them to start getting more out of your time in a powerful way. Yes? Okay. Now let's go over here. I'm seeing some yeses in the comments. Great. So let's go over here. I'm going to switch over to a website. I'm going to put the website URL in the chat. And we're going to take a quick look at how you can guarantee massive, intelligent action to take control of your time and enjoy the life of your dreams. So give me a second while I switch over to this website. All right, thanks for giving me that moment to switch over to this screen. I hope you all can see my screen. I'm showing you my course that's a continuation of what you've learned so far called Activate Your Productivity. You'll learn powerful time management techniques and systems that'll stop the overwhelm and help you take control of your schedule to make more out of each day and rapidly reach your goals. I get it. I've talked about this. I used to wake up with a large to-do list and I would put off those important things and I would just get the busy little things done and it got me nowhere. And that's when I discovered this framework for productivity and I want to share it with you. I truly know that it can help you. You see, the problem so many people have, just like you, is they struggle with creating systems and strategies that work for the specific way that you work, for your work and for your life. And that's why I developed this program, to guide driven, busy professionals like you to create a productivity system that helps you take control of your schedule in less than 21 days. I know you can do many of these things in less than 21 days. The program includes the online course covering the topics below, which we'll talk about in a moment, and unlimited email access to yours truly, me. I can't wait for you to join and activate your productivity. But let's talk about what's covered in the course. The first module will talk about understanding and setting your goals. You'll create a vision for your best life, set goals, and set up a plan and systems to reach them. And I'm going to teach you easy ways to say no while still remaining a team player. In the next module, we'll talk about the 80-20 rule. Let your decisions be guided by the 80-20 rule. We'll learn to identify the work that 20% of your activities that will help you reach your goals without wasting time on that other less important 80%, believe it or not. The next section will talk about taming your inbox. We'll explore the tools that are available to you, Outlook, Google Apps, Apple Calendar. There are so many others out there, right? We'll help you learn to efficiently use folders, mail rules, and follow-ups and alerts. You'll also learn to control your inbox by using the 4 Ds to organize and declutter your inbox. In the next module, we'll talk about calendar versus tasks. We'll explore the pluses and minuses of each, and we'll learn how to use the calendar to give your to-do list designated time and learn to turn emails and tasks into calendar appointments so that everything has its place and is provided enough time for completion. And in the last module, we'll talk about committing to get things done. You'll develop the habits and self-discipline to put all of what you've learned into action to achieve your vision and start living your best life. And of course, I'm offering you bonuses, right? These bonuses aren't just extra value. You see those courses out there and people just add extra courses. These are actually going to help you maximize the impact the course will have on your productivity long term. In the first bonus, we'll talk about it's the ultimate focus to avoid distractions. We'll learn to control your environment as well as internal and external distractions that keep you from getting things done. The next bonus is my entire course, Written Communications. You'll learn how to organize your emails and ensure they're being read and acted upon quickly and correctly. You'll learn to structure your communication so that it gets read with no misunderstandings. And you'll learn to write with clarity and conciseness to stop wasting time with lengthy emails. And really, my favorite is the one thing. Multitasking, I'm saying it now, is a myth. You'll learn to find your one thing that you want to accomplish each day and week in order to be laser focused to get productive and reach your goals. And of course, I've got a client story here. You're happy to read it on your own when you go visit this URL. Again, I put this URL in the comment section for you to access when you're ready to. This just gives you a story of a past client of mine and how I helped him succeed and be more productive. So I'm asking you again, will you be the next person to take your productivity to the next level and make 2021 your most productive and successful year yet? If your answer is yes, go to this URL, let's join the program, and truly make it your best year. And of course, for those of you who like to get everything, every little detail answered, I have an FAQ question for you to read through. And I just want to say one last thing. Again, this URL is in the comment section, and I truly appreciate your time. I really do. I hope you would learn something from the 3 little known secrets to accelerate your productivity. I know you learned something. I'm hoping you actually implement at least one of them. I know you can implement all 3 and really improve your productivity and time management. For those of you who stuck around, I promised you something at the beginning. I'm going to put another URL in the comment here, and it's a link to my Calendly. What I'm offering you, since you stuck around to the end, is a free 15-minute strategy call with me personally to discuss how best we can implement and strategize what you can put into place to increase or activate and accelerate your productivity. Again, that's a free 15-minute call with me to strategize on your time management and productivity needs. I really do want everyone to take advantage of this. Again, I truly appreciate your time today. I hope to see you in the course, Activate Your Productivity. The URL for that course and for the Calendly for your free strategy call are both in the comments. And again, I thank you so much for sticking around. And I know that you've learned so much for the 3 little known secrets to accelerate your productivity. Please make sure that you activate and at least put one of those things into place. I know that it truly will help you. Again, if you have to leave, I appreciate your time. If you have some time to stick around, I will stick around for a few more minutes and answer some questions in the comments for any of those of you who can or want to stick around or have questions. Thanks again, and I appreciate you attending the 3 little known secrets to accelerate your productivity. Everyone have a great day and a great 2021.